The lesson.
Oh, yeah.
Mitchos Da Menace.
What's up, brother?
How are you, man?
Yeah, good, man.
Your second time in Adelaide?
Second time, yeah.
So the first time was 2 years ago?
2 years with Fort.
That's
TKO,
right.
Kirby.
Yeah.
I think, and
That was the first time I
yeah,
met,
that's it.
met Kirby and TKO.
Yeah.
And so you've come back here, first headline gig last night.
Yeah, man, it was mad.
Now, look, interesting to have you in at the moment because you're from West Sydney. West Sydney, in my opinion, is top of the game at the moment.
That's pedigree shit, bro. We're pedigree.
Yeah, man.
Our serious part, yeah.
Now, I guess in terms of yourself, first of all, whereabouts in West Sydney are you from?
I'm from a place called Doonside. So Blacktown, close to that. Like Fort's from Blacktown. So I linked up with him. So West Sydney's a bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just fucking, I'm from there, Doonside.
How would you describe that particular area?
Man, fuck. How do I describe that area? Bro, the West is the West. It's like you got lads like me. Like we grew up pretty much in that area of fucking Canterbury's and Nautica and shit. And lads wanted to urge and shit. So like everyone were growing up generations like that. So some lads playing footy, some lads doing this, and everyone, the areas are like me, bro. You got good, you got bad. We're still decent people, but we just grew up knowing street shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So because when I hear
more aware to other shit than someone from beach areas doing some good shit.
So is that like Blacktown and where you're from? Is that like near Mount Druitt?
Yeah, all these are like, So you got like Blacktown, Dooney, Mount Druitt, Layla Park, St Mary's.
Because Mount Druitt's got a bit of a... And then you got
Penrith this way, other ways all Para and shit like that.
Like Mount Druitt's got a bit of a rep, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're like, that's a big place too. 1/4 from there. So they're around that area. And yeah, man, that's pretty rough. Doonside of them had their times.
Yeah.
As the area codes did, but...
Now,
yeah,
I guess in terms of like the rap stuff, how were you introduced to it? Because I noticed like you got that new school sort of flavor and flow, but you're very much ingrained in the old school
100%,
shit.
bro. Because what gave me the influence first was my brothers, bro, brought home a fucking Cypress Hill CD. And West Side Connections, Ice Cube. And the other one was the NWA one. So them three things was like, mad. They'll go out, bro. I'm allowed to fuck with their CD player because I wasn't allowed to use it and shit. My older brothers and shit. So they'll go out, I'll put them three on and I'll fucking just sit in front of it, bro, and just be like studying this shit. And I'm like, wow, this is like, I want to do this shit, yeah? And then my area, I love it. Other people was like, some people was like selling drugs, doing this and shit. So we all knew about music and hip hop and our older brothers and shit. And I'm like, I want to fucking rap. Then Eminem come into the fucking picture, bro. Then I'm like, this white dude can rap. We're allowed to do it too. We're allowed to fucking do this shit.
Yeah, so...
For real, bro, for real. That comes like a father. He was fathering cities, that fucker, at a stage, Encore and all that shit coming out.
So what would you say Eminem, like when that's come out, that made you feel comfortable rapping it?
Oh, no, not so much that. But I'm like, wow, this dude's like, you don't see many white people in the game, bro. No one did, you know what I mean? At all. And then he come and it kind of gave a little bit of hope maybe. And you're like, fuck, this dude's skillful as.
So were you fucking with any Aussie shit at that particular time?
Not too much at all. Not at all. I started with just the whole American shit. And then I got introduced, bro, to be honest, to a Battle Hogs CD.
Oh, Cancel
bro,
shit.
Bro, Cancel shit. Shout out to Cancel, you motherfucker.
I was seeing him last night, man.
And all the boys. Like, it was a 2 CD thing. So it was like a DVD.
Yeah, that was
audio.
volume 2, I think.
Yeah, that was it. And Brad Strutt with a beer on the front, bro.
Yeah, that's like a classic. And shit.
That release, was like,
man.
Fuck, man. These Aussies are like raw as fuck. They're like where we come from. They're doing the same shit that we're saying or doing, living, whatever, yeah? And I was like, I think I was listening to Delta, the Australian and shit. And then Tommy Hilfiger, like Tom Farm and shit was there making beats. And then that Monopoly Money or Monopoly song from Brad Strutt, I was like, that's fucking dope. I'm like, this is Steezy, bro. We can do some shit. And my mate's like, bro, my mate gave it to me. My mate Soily, the sick dude. He's like, have that CD, bro. He goes, you can freestyle. You're sick. Let's get into this shit. And I was like, later, bro. Took it. And then I fucking rapped and then fuck knows what he done.
Yeah, wow. So you'd say Battle Hogs.
Battle Hogs, bro, was the first Aussie kind of shit. And then I'm from Blacktown, Doonside. We hear about Forte and we hear about the Enters and Curses and shit coming into the scene. But Fort was like another one. I was like, oh yeah, mad. This dude's from my fucking area. He's rapping. I told him I'm gonna rap with you one day when I'm there, bro. He goes, come and show me your shit when you're ready.
Because Forts is like one of the first.
Bro, he's one of the first. Yeah, definitely. He's one of the first repping West Sydney before cunts wanted to rep their city.
Yeah.
People don't want to rep your area code because it's bad and shit when we're young. You don't tell people. He's like, I'm from the hills and shit, right?
I'm from the beach side.
Yeah, nah, fuck, we ain't from the beach. This ain't Summer Bay.
Oh, shit.
Nah.
And then so I guess, you've gotten, you've been listening to the US shit, you've come across the Battle Hog thing, and now you're like, we can do this shit.
Yeah.
Where did it sort of progress to from there?
I went from like, I'm going to do this shit, Battle Hog shit, my mate kind of talking about it. I'm like, oh, my mate built a little fucking studio. We called it The Shack. My mate Twigs, shout out Twigsy Sikan. Me and him are like, let's record. We went and bought a fucking Rode mic and a little pre-Sonus fucking card thing you plug it into and whatnot. And we're like, let's record. So we just started recording. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to be a rapper, bros. I'm going to be a rapper.
And then so what year would this have been? In like 2010 or something? I'm trying to think when Hogs...
Man... I got that ages ago, but there's big year gaps between that. Like I didn't like go jump straight in. I went and fucking stole shit and bought shit and fucking sold shit and done this and years of fucking up, working this and that. And I'm like always still rapping in between, but never was like something I'm gonna progress and be a rapper. The shit was like I like to spit when I'm fucking on the pingers or something, bro, or drunk. And I'm just like going for hours and then it ended up being to where, oh fuck, this dude's good. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking put more time. That was only like 5 years ago. I started to go, 5 years I started to write. I think I've just freestyled my whole life and then I just wrote shit for the last 5 years. So anything you've heard is just wrote in 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you could actually say
I got like
in the game for 5 years.
5 years. Maybe. Like not even noticed. My first shit I got noticed was Straight Menace No Chasers. All right, I met my mate Aldo, sick cunt. And then he knew Curvy. So Curvy, like, done that song with fucking Nebs and shit. And he had his little hype and all this. He come and jumped in the clip. I'm like, man to me, yeah, whatever. And then I'm like, this first clip I did, I don't know when it was. It might have been 2013 or 14. Fuck, I'm not sure. I might have dropped it. But it kind of spun out. They didn't know who I was. And I'm just there, shirt off, snorting the line off my phone in the second verse. It was props, bro. It was all fake. Russell. But fucking can't spun out, bro. They didn't know who I was, and I just come into the scene like, this is me, man. I'm gonna be heard, bro. I think someone said it to me before. They're like, Hogs is the same as you. You just come in and you say, fucking, we're gonna be in this game.
And what do you think it is about what you're doing that you're able to?
What do you mean? Like, what am I doing different, or what?
Yeah, like because anyone can come out and be like, I'm gonna fucking do this, but no one really catches attention or it doesn't catch traction.
Man, it's heaps of things. I don't know. Some people is a look, bro. People want that look. You can rap. You got that as well. If you want something bad enough, you go for it. Some people don't. Like I don't know. Like maybe dudes at home now and shit. They want to rap, whatnot. Maybe they're skillful, bro, but they don't want to drive or something. I reckon it's just, if you want something bad enough, you go for it. I want anything I want, I'm going to get, bro. If I want that motherfucking car outside, I'm going to get it somehow, bro. I'll fucking swear to God I will. I'll get it. Like, I'll work legit and do shit if I have to do it that and rap and then go home and look after my kids. Whatever I want to get it, bro. And I told myself I'm going to do it. So I was like, I'm going to be that. I just pictured to be like, I'm going to rap with Curse one day. I'm going to do a track with him. I'm going to do a track with you for... And I was like visualizing these things that I'm going to do. And I'm like, yeah, bro, they're reachable. They're reachable for me.
At what point, these guys that you are hoping to work with, like a Forte or a Cursor, you've obviously developed relationships with these guys.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
At what point did you start, either working with or...
So Fort was the first that I knew through the area. Let's just area shit say, yeah? Mad come Fort. And then he knew my brothers and whatnot. So I was like, yeah. So he was... so I met him first, and then obviously he's hanging with Curses and shit like this, bro. And I'm like, fuck, this is mad buzz, like these lads are fully in it. So start doing clips and shit, and then I jumped in a Cursor clip for him just to like help him out and shit. And then you meet him, and then you talk, and then I was like, oh yeah. Then you start building relationships, bro, and then networking. I was like, I got a network, bro. Network is fucking key. Yeah. Especially coming in straight off the bat, and you've got like all these other lads been in the game for fucking 10 years or all the old school's been longer and all this shit. And then I'm like, I got to make an impact. You can't just jump in and be half-hearted. like, you know what I mean? If I'm coming in, it's gonna be like, I'm networking with him, I'm gonna do a track with this cunt eventually. And I was like, yeah, bro, I'm visualizing this shit.
The lesson.
Oh yeah.